Peace, family. Happy Sunday. We are back. We are going to hop on this skit with my brother Rone. I have grown to be very fond of Rone. Rone is one of my favorite characters in the Country Wayne skits. I like he's a stand-up guy. He really showed respect and care for Piari. Really tried to help her, but sometimes you have to know your limits. You can't help anyone that doesn't want to be helped. Piari has some serious issues she needs to deal with within herself, outside of Wayne and Anthony and that whole emotional dilemma she got going on within herself. She had a very good man that she was not ready to have in her life yet. Timing is very important when we go through certain things. There's things in our life that we need to work on within ourselves before we bring someone else into the madness and hurt them along with our mess. This is something that Piari has never addressed when it came to her drinking. Rome was one of the first ones that pointed it out and saw that it's problematic and she needs help from that. She broke up, Wayne broke up with her because that was the thing that he didn't like. Wayne doesn't drink. He doesn't mind if other people are not vegan or don't drink like himself. He's not going to do that. But when it conflicts with his relationship with you, he has to cut that loose, and it became very problematic when it came to drinking because that's not something that you want to be around, especially someone that doesn't know how to hold their liquor. You saw with Wayne's birthday party, which she did, and that was very embarrassing. And because Ron loves her and cares about her and her well being, he wants to see her get help, but she's not ready for that. And she's fighting that. And it's going to be detrimental to her future and any relationship she has going forward. Now, one of the things I did not want Ron to do, which I was afraid of because he's very hurt by this, was contact Paige, the realtor girl. We saw this some little chemistry that there may have been a little something, but he always, you know, kept it above board on the up and up when it came to her, even though we could see that there was a little attraction there. So, in true fashion, what we tend to do when we don't want to deal with something, we don't want to think about it, we don't want to take time for, you know, for something to get over something before we trying to get involved in somebody with somebody else, and that's not good. And a lot of times we do that. Um, because there's things you have to work in within yourself, and there's things that you want to make sure that you don't do the second time around. So it takes time. Um, and he just broke up with Piari. So why he reached out to Paige, more than likely, is to get over the situation and hurt from Piari. It is not good to drag this sister in. So Rone apologizes to Paige for all the drama and lets her know he's single. Rone, that's not a good move, bro. Let's get in here.
Go. Grab
Thank
some
you.
water. Yeah. Ah,
Back here, huh?
mm. Yeah, exactly. Um, I, well, first of all, before anything else, I'm pretty sure you can feel from my energy. But I want to say this out loud. I want you to hear it from me in person and all that. I am so sorry about what happened. I truly apologize for that. That was not right, wasn't appropriate, wasn't okay. Um, I was in a situation, I was in this relationship. It just was in a odd space. But you didn't deserve to be thrown in the middle of any drama, called names. You know what I mean? And you didn't deserve any stress being thrown your way. So I felt really bad about that, and I wanted to just straight up tell you I'm sorry.
Well, I appreciate you telling me that you're sorry.
Yeah.
I feel like it was warranted. But you don't get too many genuine people like
Mm,
you, and you seem really sincere
yeah.
about it. So
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
it was messing with me for a while. It was messing with me for a while. And I wanted to I wanted to reach out to you for a bit because I just felt so bad. You were just kind of like this casualty of war in a way,
Yeah.
like an innocent bystander. So
Right. I
that
was like,
was
wait, what's going on?
yeah. I was like, oh Lord. And then like I was also so worried about like, man, it's just how I was coming off, man, because it's just like, oh man, I don't want it to be viewed like I just had this drama in my life. It was so, no shade, but it was like so love and hip hop. I'm
I
like,
know.
girl, I don't
I was
want none of
like, what's
that.
going on? I was like,
Yeah.
well, y'all need no duck.
Man, so yeah, that's why, I reached out, and I'm sorry it took a little bit for me to do that, to reach out to you and apologize.
Well, thank you. I accept your apology.
Good, good.
Yeah.
And I there was a little it did take me a little bit to reach out because I was still I was still in that relationship trying to figure it out. It might have been in the back of my mind, but I was still in it, and I'm no longer in it, and I just wanted to give you that clarity that I'm not I'm not in that relationship no more. I ended things, so
Oh.
that's kind of where things are. So that's why I didn't want you to think I was like some slime ball reaching out to you.
Oh no, you're fine. I
Yeah.
understand. People go through situations all the time, and like I said before, I had my situation going on, and
Hmm.
you know, I've been, I haven't talked to him in about 2 months.
2 months.
So,
Well, he ain't talked to his in less than 24 hours. So that's where we stand, Paige. But Paige seems like a very nice girl, very classy. I don't think Rone needs to drag her into anything that's not going to work for her. She just got out of a bad relationship couple months ago. People need to give themselves time. Please give yourself time. It's good for you, and it's good for the other person, because they don't deserve to come into your toxicity coming into something new. And hopefully they would have done the same from their previous relationships. Be totally healed, good in your own space, and ready to welcome somebody into it. So yeah, Ron, I don't think you should. This is good. We're gonna get into the next one, because I think Paige has some words for him in the next one that will make him think about healing before he jumps into something. So yeah, they would have been good if Piari, give it time. I think they make a nice couple. Rome needs a really good woman with no craziness and playing these games like Piari. I was never crazy about Piari and her the way she does things. I don't like how she let Wayne play with her feet at the house. They all snuggled up on the couch and Tamara caught them. That's not cool. She's still going through emotional things with Anthony and with Wayne. And until she deals with that, along with her drinking, PR doesn't need to deal with anyone. She has a lot of her own personal problems, and she doesn't need to be in a relationship. Her life is too messy right now, too complicated. Okay, put in the comments what you think about that. Ron, situation with him and Paige. Do you think it'll be something, or you think he's gonna wind up going back to PR? I don't know. Let's see.